You so much, Michaela Thompson. That song was written in 1966. It won the Oscar Award for the film Born Free. It was just an amazing movie. Lots of people have seen it, but anyway.
Yeah, look, it is a great song, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what's even better about that song is the sentiment behind it. And, you know, the encouragement there to actually live that life freely. You know, what better way for us to actually engage and to live, you know, than to live that sort of a life, to live free.
So what does Jesus say about freedom?
Well, he's been asked, you know, a number of questions, and he was asked, you know, what's the greatest way to live? And Jesus said, well, the greatest way to live, this is Matthew 22, is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, your strength, your mind, and love your neighbour as yourself. It kind of sums up the best way to live and the best way to approach life. Is to be able to do that. And if you can think, what's the most loving thing I can do now to help others or to help you know, your family or whatever, then that will give you a great centeredness to the way you live.
Okay.
Another verse that I love is the scripture that says, we love because he loved us first. And so that's like the key to be able to give to someone else. Immerse yourself in God so he'll fill you up to the point where you can love others.
Yep.
Okay, so if we were to boil love down, because the love is a word that gets overused in our culture, isn't it, really? So if you were to boil down what love exactly is and use a different word, what would you use?
Oh, I'd say cut back on your expectations of others, minimise those, and actually just serve others. Serve them with an attitude of not expecting something back, but just because you can.
Being committed to doing good for others.
Okay.
Not so much a feeling, but what you can do for someone else.
Okay. Yeah, but okay, Ben, what if you don't feel like loving somebody else? I mean, you know.
Yeah, well, look, fundamentally, love is not just an emotional response. Love is a choice that we make. We need to choose all the time to renew that and to come back to it. You know, independent of our feelings, we need to say, well, I'm going to love my partner, I'm going to love my kids, I'm going to love my work colleagues, I'm going to love my boss. You know, I'm going to just keep on loving people. It's a choice that I make, and when I do that, I can find feelings that go on to support that.
That's almost like a discipline.
It is. to choose to live in that kind of way is a discipline.
Okay, so when you serve, do the feelings come later, Sarah?
Yeah, sometimes they do. I mean, you know, that love, I think, is a fruit of the Spirit. So what does that mean? It means as a reflection of our relationship and where we're at with God. When you're struggling to love and when you're struggling to serve, go back to the Creator of it all.
Okay, if you wanted to find out more about God, stay with us and we'll see you next week. But until then, remember, God knows all about love.